The 26th of May, it's 10 past 4. We're doing a daily analysis for the London session. We're going to be looking at the British pound and the US 30. We'll look at the British pound first. On the daily, we are still bullish, but we can see that we have broken through this demand zone and going significantly down, and we have been for the entire month really. If we zoom in, we can see that exactly. It has gone down, pierced this demand zone, come down to this one, and has basically shot back and is now testing that previous demand zone that is now supply. So I think we'll get a bit of a turnaround. So once it hits this, it'll probably come back down. If we zoom in on that on the 1 hour, you can see what I'm talking about. Basically hitting this and coming down, or if it doesn't hit that, it will hit this zone here and then return. So essentially I'm looking at either that there, or if not, you're going up, and basically we can just quite easily get in here. If that doesn't work out and it bursts through, we just get in again, and it will come back to us. So that's kind of what we're expecting there. On the 1 minute, and we'll zoom out. So we can see if we load, that'll be nice. So we can kind of see this is kind of the area it's at right now, and so we can see this area of supply that it's kind of testing, and it's kind of rejected that. Whether it will go through and come to this next zone, we don't know, but that's kind of what we're dealing with. So we're still in a bearish environment. More than happy to be selling. So that's kind of what we're looking at today, and if so, and it goes up, we're still looking at selling and just layering in. So pretty safe overall. Moving to the US 30. We are quite bullish. We are quite bearish. We can see we're in a downtrend. It's basically right in the middle of this trend line right here, and we are looking at, if we can, we're looking at selling. So on 4 hour, you can see that it's right here. It's in this zone, and you can see that it lines up quite nicely with this here, which is a bit of a testing zone, and then it lines up quite well with this here and this here quite a few times. So below that, probably looking at between this and this here, that's kind of the next zone. So whether it keeps coming down into this, or if it comes back to here, I expect it to then reject. On the 1 hour for the US 30, we can kind of see that it's coming up. I still expect it to come up a little bit further up into this zone and then reject, but yeah, much the same of what we've been talking about. And then lastly, just zoom out just a little bit, try and get a bit of an understanding here. We can see that it has gone up to the high side of the river, and we're basically just picking out picking out supply zones, which we've got here, here, and here. And so I've got this zone as my starting point, and anything above that we're looking to to essentially layer in. So same thing as the British pound. We're just looking at selling, and we're looking at layering in if we can. But that's kind of what we're looking at. If we very quickly go to existing current trades, firstly US 30, we can see that I've got one trade on right now, which is just entered. So if we line that up, that's like right here on this demand zone. That's where I've entered. And I've got another 10 lots up here in this zone right here. And basically I'm just looking to get out around this zone, which is approximately $300. So that's for the US 30 at the moment. British pound currently in 2 trades. We can see that it's starting to come back down, but very similar story, matching it up with supply and demand zones, getting in, and if it doesn't go ahead, then we just layer in like we've done. I've been switching my lot sizing. I'm currently on 3 lots, giving me the ability to layer in a few more times, as opposed to before when I was layering in with 5 lots of 5. We're already at 25 lots. So by doing this, I'm only in 6 lots right now, so that's quite a nice trade, and it's coming back down. So we're looking at around the $500 mark. But yeah, that's that's me for the day. We'll check back in tomorrow morning to see how that all pans out. Thank you.